Does Biden have Parkinson's disease? Well, GOP Representative Jackson went on to Fox News and explained that Biden's team is probably experimenting with dosing at Camp David to treat the president's condition. We have a lot to unpack here on Beyond the Headlines, only on Vigilant News. This segment is sponsored by Lean, providing weight loss solutions for those who want to lose 10 pounds or more by summer. I'm Elijah Schaefer. Let's start the show. Well, things aren't looking good for Biden, not just in the poll numbers, but also right here in the noggin. Breitbart reports that Representative Jackson said the Biden team might be experimenting directly on what? Well, treatment for his condition. Now, the Gateway pundit later speculates on what that might be, but it seems like even his team is terrified. Let's watch the interaction directly here on Fox News. Here's what he had to say. Watch.
I have sent 5 letters previously asking for President Biden to submit to a cognitive test, very similar to the one that President Trump got while he was president. And all 5 of those letters have gone completely ignored. So tomorrow I'm sending a letter to President Biden, to his physician, Dr. O'Connor, and I'm CCing his entire cabinet. And it's embarrassing that I have to do this, and it's really embarrassing as a former White House physician to have to do something like this, but we don't have any choice based on what's going on. But I'm going to be demanding on behalf of many millions of concerned Americans right now that he submit to a drug test before and after this debate, specifically looking for performance-enhancing drugs. Because we've seen recently in his State of the Union address that there was a Joe Biden that came out that was not similar at all to what we see on a day-to-day basis for the last 3.5 years. And there's just really no way to explain that other than he was on something, that they'd given him medications. I feel like this is probably what's going on over this week at Camp David. You know, he's going to be at Camp David for a full week before the debate. Part of that is probably experimenting with, just getting the doses just right, because, they have to treat his cognition. They have to give him something to help him think straighter. They have to give him something to wake him up, for his alertness. And then, he's been agitated. We see that all the time, and that's a common symptom or sign of this cognitive disorder that he seems to be suffering from.
So they said that he has a cognitive disorder that he's suffering from, but the Gateway pundit speculated even a little bit further. Randy DeSoto said that the condition that he may be suffering from at the G7 summit, when you saw him wandering away with Giorgia Meloni, might have actually been Parkinson's. You go down and you go, well, who knows? They look at everything, they talk about him. But the truth is that both of these incidents, as you go through the article, explains, well, again, here, frozen masked faces, diminished arm swing, less frequent blinking, likely due to a central neurological disorder like Parkinson's. And you can see that directly here. Oh, and watch till the end to see why you'd always use a filler in the mid-face sparingly. Now, the problem with this is if you watch the footage at the G7, he really does seem to be not only confused, but walking away. Now, I'm no neurological expert, but I can tell you something here is wrong. Remember this? So he's standing there. The entire group of world leaders is watching the paraglider or whatever parachuter land, and Biden just starts wandering off, staring into the distance, and nobody thinks this is weird. This is extremely strange. What the hell is this? She's like, you need to come over here, sir. Geriatric patient. Now, we've become so accustomed to this, but this is not normal. So it's not weird to speculate that he's going through a neurological disorder, but when doctors are saying, look, we think that there's treatment going on, how can you run someone like this and expect us to believe not only that the 2020 election wasn't rigged, but also that this next election isn't going to be rigged? This guy's not running the White House. He's not sure as damn well not running anything in the country. But I can tell you this, he might be running away from the spotlight, as you've even seen Obama ended up giving him a hand. Do you remember this at the recent fundraiser? He explained at the wrap of the Democratic fundraiser. Let me go to this full screen here. Chris Gardner said, that's a wrap on record, setting Democratic fundraiser for Joe Biden's re-election campaign, netting $28 million. Former President Barack Obama and President Joe Biden offer final waves to Peacock Theater crowd as Obama then grabs Biden's hand to lend him off stage following a 40-minute conversation with Jimmy Kimmel. Now, if you didn't watch that, check out the actual footage here where he basically ushers him off the stage because he doesn't think that he can get off by himself. Well, that's not looking good. You saw he grabs his arm and says like, hey, we got to go off to the right stage. Exit right. You know, it's almost laughable that they think that we don't even see what's going on here. Now, obviously, I can't give you the drug cocktail that Biden's on, but I can tell you this. You know, everybody's been on a certain drug cocktail. It's been making them lose weight. You see it from Oprah Winfrey to every other main actress, even Lana Del Rey, allegedly. Now, these injectable medications work by lowering your or regulating your blood sugar and reducing your appetite. Now, a lot of people don't want to take these drugs for two reasons. They're expensive and you don't want to be shooting yourself up with needles. But what if I were to tell you that there's a weight loss supplement that has similar results? That's not for the casual dieter, though. So if you're just trying to lose 2 or 3 pounds, this is not for you. If you're trying to lose 10 pounds, yeah, this is what you need to listen to. There's a weight loss supplement called Lean, L-E-A-N, and the results are remarkable. The studied ingredients in Lean have been proven to lower your blood sugar, burn fat by converting it into energy, and curb your appetite and cravings so you're not as hungry, making weight loss a lot easier. But listen, I'm going to tell you this. It is created for dieters that want to lose 10 pounds or more. So you've got to actually have a little more to love in order to use this product. Let's get you started with 15% off today and free rush shipping at leanvnn.com. leanvnn.com. That's leanvnn.com. Visit leanvnn.com and enter my code VNN to get your 15% off plus free rush shipping. Go to leanvnn.com. Links on the screen and in the description to get your weight loss started today. Now, in conclusion with this going on, I just want to remind you, Steve Guest had posted this the other day. We knew that Joe Biden was already cognitively impaired. Steve Guest said Biden embarrasses himself again. Obama warned the country, and yet, remember this from Vanity Fair? Obama cautioned Biden about running for president. You don't have to do this, Joe. And Obama repeatedly tried to get Biden not to run for president. The president was not encouraging what Obama really thought about Biden. It says here, yet sneering, yet anonymous sources quoted, don't underestimate Joe's ability to F things up. So he was already suffering intellectually, it seems like, for the time being, or at least cognitively. Maybe that's what he was alluding to. Not that he was stupid, but he saw the decline of his intellectual capabilities and didn't want him to suffer on the world stage like he's being mocked today, to die with some dignity so his kids don't wake up in a racial jungle, as he once said. I'm Elijah Schaefer. Thank you for watching Beyond the Headlines, only on Vigilant News. If you like these videos, don't forget to like this video directly and subscribe to this channel on rumble.com. We're at Vigilant News. Or you can subscribe to us directly and follow us on X. We're at Vigilant News as well. If you prefer to get these videos directly to your inbox, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at vigilantnews.com. Have a great rest of the week as always, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.